And good morning on this Tuesday morning. 45 degrees, great snuggle weather. JC?
And let's get it cranking. Yes, it's mighty cold outside this morning, taking garbage out with shorts on, Frank, and it was chilly. But hey, this is the end of it, so we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Tom joins us this morning. Phone's already ringing. What's up, Tom?
Oh, not much. Just glad to be here today.
And we're going to talk to the hospital about their gala coming up this Saturday night, too, over in Huntsville. We'll check in with that in a little bit. Got video of Matthew giving that $15,000 check away yesterday at Chick-fil-A. And Gloria and I were at the Special Olympics down in Tanner, and the grass was mighty wet Friday morning down that way. That's what's coming up today. Frank is on the phone. Frank's got a new location this morning, 230-4988. Or you can text Gloria 603-4840. There's Frank at Donnie's desk. That's what we're calling that area this morning. Let's get it cranking on a Tuesday morning. Thank y'all for getting up with us. This is Athens in the AM, as always, Tuesday through Friday, 6 a.m. bright and early. Then you can see it running all day long and all weekend, too. We're not running retro television. Here's Gloria with the weather, because I'm thinking it's done cold weather out of here.
You know, when you wake up this morning and walk outside, maybe the last day you can wear those boots. Let's hope so anyway. Frank said we were going to have one more cold front. I think this is it, so hopefully this will be it. Okay, you can have my lipstick. There you go. And 45 degrees out there right now, but things are going to warm up quite nicely. About 70, 71 today. Partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow more sunshine comes out with warmer temperatures around 83. Going to feel wonderful. Look at the rest of the week. Not bad at all. No rain to worry about until possibly Sunday, but 80s return, and I'm glad about that. I do have to say a very special happy birthday to someone that his birthday was actually, I don't want to say Saturday, but happy birthday.
That's me on the right.
Giles. He's the one in the middle, and he wanted to make sure we got that out there this morning.
Happy. Where did that picture from?
That's from the Exceptional Special Needs Rodeo.
Curtis Giles, happy 58th birthday. Sorry we missed your party over in Hartselle this past Saturday.
Yes.
But I hope y'all had a big turnout for that.
It was a lot warmer that day, wasn't it?
He called me Friday.
Curtis.
He's like, you didn't wish me a happy birthday.
Old Curtis had what he likes to talk about. Jamie Cooper show. He knows it when it runs. Tom, anything going on with you?
He's a cutie.
Oh, not a whole lot. I got to go to Huntsville today, the meeting. Be over there most of the day.
Well, that sounds exciting.
I know.
Jimmy Gill, City Council President, should be with us later on this morning also. Fill us in on what happened last night. Don't forget, today is Election Day. The runoff. They're predicting this morning that hardly anybody will show up to vote. 2006 had 14%, 2008 5%, 2010 31%. That was big today. They're expecting about 14 to 15% statewide. Locally, what is it? 3 or 4 races to vote for?
It's about 3.
County commissioner.
Mostly
Board of Education.
And
then something statewide, isn't it?
yeah, it's president of the Commission for Public Service.
All right. Yeah, if y'all ain't already heard, cat's out of the bag. Who broke the Crystal Trophy? It's like Zach told me off camera. Zach Green, our sports director here, this out of USA Today. The mystery of who broke Alabama's crystal ball at $30,000 has been solved. Carlton Tinker, the father of long snapper Carson Tinker, confessed to being the parent responsible. Now, y'all remember Carson is the long snapper. The tornado that happened a year ago this Friday, it was his girlfriend who he had holding that the winds sucked her away and killed her in Tuscaloosa. Carlton Tinker was one of several people handling the football, which is not typically allowed in order to protect the crystal ball. So they were handling. You weren't supposed to be. He said, I didn't walk away with it. He's told ESPN. I set it back down the stand, turned to walk away, had my back from the trophy when I heard it tumble. I looked back. He quote says, in my mind, it was slow motion.
Oh, I bet.
It's kind of like Frank dropping and busting the salt shaker here in the building last week.
Here we go again, he says.
I mean, you carried the phone with you all day, and the next thing I know, you broke the salt shaker.
And it was crystal too, wasn't it?
Well, how'd that go, Frank?
Not too good.
All right, let me talk about 2 idiots here. Come on in. Here's the news here. This King Solomon proves not so wise. Y'all know King Solomon's mind, all that brilliant person. Huntsville Times. Police in Decatur arrested a 20-year-old suspect Friday for the April 10th attempted burglary of a Decatur residence. And officers believe he may be responsible for other burglaries. Here's his name. King Solomon Formora of Athens. That's his real name.
Is his real name?
King Solomon. Was booked in Decatur City Jail, and where he's being held on a $2,500 bond as of Friday night. King Solomon.
That
Which leads
intrigues
me
you,
to
doesn't
another
it?
story this morning in the Decatur Daily. How's this going to go, Frank?
Not too good.
An extremely intoxicated man took several spills, including one tumble into a display, and damaged 153 plants as he was burglarizing the Marvin's building material in a home center Sunday morning. Police say the 45-year-old drunk threw a large piece of wood through one of the store's glass doors at 5 a.m., then went inside, filled a shopping cart with merchandise. The shopping cart was loaded so much the man could barely push it to his truck, according to the video that was running at the time. They charged him with public intoxication and third-degree burglary. Listen, if you're going to steal something, don't do it drunk. It kind of slows your motor skills down, don't it, Tom?
It does.
I've been told that. I wouldn't know that.
He was probably taking care of that list that his wife gave him to finish the work around the house.
Man, there's all kind of weirdos out there. Speaking of weirdos,
Yes.
out of USA Today this morning, y'all know who Cher is, don't you?
Yes.
You know, what is she, 65 years old? Looks phenomenal. Well, what about her little girl?
He's a little boy
Oh,
now.
I a little boy. He ain't little. Cher turned up at the GLAAD Media Awards Saturday night in Los Angeles to present an award to her son, Chaz Bono. That's him, the little short, fat one. The award is given by GLAAD to a gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender entertainer for promoting equality.
Well, there
Bono
you have it.
was honored for his own documentary, Becoming Chaz.
So you refer to him as a he
Who
now?
would want to watch a documentary of a woman becoming a man that looks like this?
It doesn't matter what they look like. The whole thing's weird and bizarre. And
How could Cher look like she does and have some person? Y'all remember how cute she used to be on that show, the Sonny and Cher show?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Way before my time, sorry.
What was that, the 80s?
Unfortunately, we remember.
Yeah, Sonny and Cher show. I'm just filling y'all in on stuff y'all might not already know about.
Thanks for all the interesting news this morning.
I got a couple of things we're going right here. This is hard to believe. If y'all have ever gone through a divorce, and I've had my share, it's expensive.
You think?
Recession hits legal profession. How's that going to go, Frank? Income was down for many lawyers out of Birmingham, and new law school graduates were having a tougher time finding jobs last year. Nearly 40% of the surveyed respondents made less than $50,000 in 2009. The rate of lawyers making more than $100,000 dropped also. Well, they don't need to make that much money. Among unemployed lawyers, 14% say they were unable to get a job after law school. Some of them now are waiting tables and wanting to be a TV host on the popular program in Athens, Alabama.
Where are you going?
I'm about done. I'll tell you what. I'm about done.
Is that the reason why
You'll be
most of
80
them
up here doing a show.
are going into politics?
Could be.
Probably.
You
Oh, yeah, y'all
attorneys in
know.
politics.
Today being election day, y'all could have been in there voting for me today had I not jumped out of the probate judge race after a week and a half. Y'all can still write me in.
Don't start that.
I'm telling you, if Walmart had a voting booth, I'd already been elected.
You've been governor.
All right, here's my main subject of the day, Frank. Pay attention.
Oh, boy.
Any of y'all ever been paddled?
Nope.
You have? With a wooden paddle at school.
You're talking about at school. Nope. I can say not. Hush. Read your story.
In Russellville, did you ever get a whipping?
I did.
USA Today.
Lifted off the ground.
Huh?
Lifted off the ground with
Corporal
it.
punishment typically swats with a wooden paddle on the backside of a student is banned in most of the nation. However, 19 states, mostly in the South, with Alabama leading the way, it is still a form of effective discipline. Of course, anytime you whip a kid, you can be sued. The use of corporate punishment is rooted in a strong Bible Belt belief. It says, spare the rod and spoil the child, Frank. Most people were spanked when they were kids, and they think that's the proper way to discipline. Frank, did you ever get a whooping growing up?
A whooping, yeah.
At school or mom and daddy?
Both.
With a paddle or with a switch?
Both. And anything else that you get that.
So about how many paddles you figure you had, Frank?
I don't know, a couple hundred, I guess.
Couple of
Wow,
hundred.
Frank.
Couple of hundred?
Goodness.
That's mean.
You didn't learn, did you?
You've had a couple of hundred with a belt, paddle.
I had a few with a belt, yeah.
Did you ever have any at school?
Yes. And then we got another one when I got home.
For getting one at school.
Yep.
All right, so it says here in Alabama you can still get a whipping. If anybody's watching from over Danville, Alabama, where my buddy
paddled you for the first time?
Elmer Gillis, I mean, you know him?
Gilmer
Ellis, great basketball player. His first job, Tom, out of college was New Hope High School. The first paddling he ever administered. Right. Right.
You didn't get near enough.
I think I only got.
You needed more like Frank.
I got expelled 1 or 2 times, but.
Wow, I never got expelled either.
I got expelled for fighting. I used to be bad.
You always got the first lick in.
The only lick, probably.
I got the first lick in, but that's about the only one I got. I got hit so hard once, I went over about 3 tables in the lunchroom and got expelled. All right.
I bet your mouth got you in a lot of trouble growing up.
No kidding. Every time I've gone to court lately, I've had to, it cost me $5 grand. You know, if you got an evil ex, they just stay after you. They're never done.
Oh, they're all good.
Till they're
Thanks,
20,
Brad.
19. Hey, Tom, you was asking me yesterday, was I going to buy that SUV, a Mercedes? No, I've held it out for something bigger and better.
I hope it's
Lamborghini is coming out with an SUV. There it is right there. A crossover. Doesn't say how much it costs. It's 600 horsepower.
Goodness.
I'd assume that's kind of a lot.
Like you need to be that fast.
Fiat owns Maserati. It's coming out with one too. But yeah, there you go. I reckon what that thing costs.
Too much.
I could trade that Hummer in. That thing
Ridiculous.
probably gets about 6 miles to a gallon.
Not happening.
A Lamborghini SUV.
Forget it. Your mouth's watering. I can tell
Man,
already.
it'd have
Forget it.
heated seats.
I have heated seats now.
Payment be about $2,000 a month.
I don't have a payment now.
10 years.
Exactly. You're not getting it.
Or, as I like to go through my last thing here this morning,
Thank goodness.
would you pay $60 for this light bulb?
No.
You know, you better get ready to, because it's a 10 million government contest that goes on sale. The bulb is the most energy efficient, lasts 20 years.
Sure
And it's supposed to give
it
off a
does.
pleasing, natural looking light. Price, $60. Can you even buy regular light bulbs anymore?
You can still buy them.
Still.
I heard where old Ben Stein, the guy on TV, is stocking up and has hundreds of light bulbs saved.
How old is he?
80.
Yeah.
$25 or even $35 bulb looks like a good investment compared to the incandescent. It uses only 10 watts of power, meaning you're going to save $8 a year in electricity. It's expected to last 30,000 hours, or 30 times longer than a regular light bulb.
So when it doesn't, do you get your money back?
Is that the one if you drop it?
It breaks and
it
has
can kill you
mercury
because
in
it's got
it?
that mercury in it?
I don't know.
Do y'all know?
I think so, probably.
You know, sometimes it's hard being the smartest one in the room.
You think that? I thought the ladies over here on the side were the smartest.
You know the feeling, don't you, Frank? All right, if you've ever been paddled, let me know today on Facebook. Look us up. All right. All right, coming up later in the program today, we were out at the Tanner High School at the Special Olympics this past Friday. We'll have video of that coming up later. Plus, yesterday I was at Chick-fil-A. Matthew gave a check for $15,000 to Bridge of Hope, the donation.
That's right. They're a
adoption
charity,
thing.
Adoption Ministries.
So we'll have that
Very
video
good.
coming up too, plus some other things. Hey, don't forget, rodeo coming up third weekend of the month in May. And gala this weekend. I'm sure y'all brought me free tickets.
You can't even stay up that
They
late.
used to do that. Yeah, y'all not eating till 8 o'clock. Man, I done been sleeping 3 hours by that time. All right, we got to take a break.
1
Come back
hour.
and see you in just a moment. Y'all hang on.